Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Phone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto market. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Memecoins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to discuss Pump Fund's massive DEX announcement. We're going to talk about the state of Solana investor liquidity. Is it just sidelined waiting for another opportunity? And we're going to talk about BNB season continuing to rage on. Good morning. Thank you all for listening. If you're listening in the audience, give us a like, give us a retweet, give us a bookmark, give us some love. I'm here with Clemente. I'm here with Kicks today. How you feeling, Kicks? Double kicks in a row. Love to have it. Twice as nice. How you feeling?
Pretty good. You know, a little bad timing on the pump swap announcement. Kind of crushed my Radium long a little bit there. Timing on that was a little unfortunate. I lost some money. Nothing like taking a 2K dinger to the face. I don't know. That Elon guy, super successful, super rich. I fucking hate him now.
He's crushing it. Number one.
He needs to DM me first next time before he has the balls to launch that kind of thing on top of my Radium long. Also, like, is BullX working just fine? Do you know?
I haven't used it. It looked like it was a shit show yesterday.
Yeah, because they just launched their own swap, and there's no API. So like what you would do, in an ideal world, is you would be like, all right, here's our rudimentary beta API. So if you want to execute a swap on our fucking DEX,
oh man.
We lost him. I mean, this guy's pissed. No, but it works fine. I lost 3 SOL last night on a trade, so it definitely works.
Sorry, Kicks, we lost you there for a second.
What kind of garbage ass internet's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to dance on grades, but I mean, I was basically saying Pump Funds was going to launch their own DEX. Like, it was a no-brainer. Like, we talked about that yesterday too. Just the timing.
Yeah, they were. Everyone knew it. Okay, stop acting so tough over there, Ray. Okay, they literally announced it. I just thought I had more time. I thought I had another week or something. I just needed a little 20-30% out of Radium.
So you were trading Radium on a few week time frame, or like a week or two time frame?
Yeah, a couple weeks. A couple weeks is all I needed. I thought we were going to get a little. It didn't work out anyways. Look at Solana's down to 125. So the trade wouldn't have worked out anyways.
Okay.
It's just now I have someone to blame other than myself, which is phenomenal for any trader out there. You know, it's way better if you can blame someone else for your own poor decision making.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, now I kind of want a long Radium. Like,
boy.
Now you're gonna counter trade me. That's brutal. I'm fucking quitting. I'm done. How do I turn this thing off?
Kicks goes completely black for those just listening, also goes silent for those watching. No, but like, I mean, this is like the last like big major like thing that can happen to Radium as like a blow. Like, this is the news. Like, this is the bad news. Like, maybe buy the bad news. Like, is it going to get bloodier for Radium from here? I don't know. Are they one of the biggest liquidity providers on Solana? Yes. Like, can they still provide liquidity outside of Pump Fund tokens? Yes. Orca, we saw get a huge pump as they were listed on Upbit in Korea, another one of the competitors. But like, Radium now just feels like this is like max pain. Like, Pump Fund finally did the DEX thing, and this is the max pain moment. So if you're like bullish Solana,
or they're just cooked. Or they're just cooked, and they continue to lose market share in the Solana.
Yeah, it's like OpenSea, Clemente.
Yeah, like, just
because they got blurred.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then why is Orca up today?
Because they got listed.
I don't even know what that is.
Orca's like another LP.
Where? Everywhere, probably more than just Solana. Okay, pull up the chart.
Let's pull up. I'm gonna pull up DeFi. I'm gonna pull up DeFi Llama. I'm gonna pull up all the charts on TradingView.
I Google Orca, and it says it's the largest member of the oceanic dolphin family.
Yeah, I mean, they also, I guess they're diversified a little bit here.
Orca's up 140% to 385
from zero. They just launched their token. That's why they're up.
That's not right.
What do you mean it's not right?
That's like new pair, I'm guessing. Because that's whatever's listed on Binance. Here's the Orca.
So chart. I just longed the wrong LP. That's okay. I was adjacently right.
Yeah, so massive pump on the Upbit listing. Why did I bring up Llama Swap?
But like, okay, they're worth 218 million, and Radium's worth 400 million. I've never heard of these guys before in my life. Orca when's the last time you swapped on Orca? Easy's gonna unmute and be like, I did it like 8 times yesterday.
Orca's the first LP I've ever used on Solana in terms of LPing. I never swapped on Orca, but I've used LPs on Orca. And you probably unknowingly swapped on Orca through aggregation just without knowing it. Like Orca's been around for a while.
Okay.
I would recommend following for people listening if you enjoy this type of analysis and want to learn a little bit more about what's going on here in the kind of Solana ecosystem and infrastructure plays. Highly recommend following. Sorry, wrong screen. I highly recommend following Trevor King, Trevor Flipper. He's a new employee of Joe McCann, working for his fund, and he's been dropping some sick, nasty analysis on crypto in general. He's doing data analysis on Jupiter right now versus Orca versus Radium. So this is a sleeper right here, folks. Go check him out. He's just not getting too much. He's an up and comer. But anyways, just recommend following him.
This made me laugh. Orca is female orc. Get it in Spanish, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, looking at daily volume. I mean, Radium is number 3 in daily volume, above Meteorica, above Orca, which is at number 6. So, like, I mean, Orca is definitely a player in the space. It's basically Radium, Meteora, and Orca. And if you think that Radium basically losing all the pump fund tokens is going to nuke them, like beyond these, like yes, I could see a reasoning why you wouldn't want to jump in now, but I feel like now is like a buy the blood moment. For sure.
Set it in stone. What's the price right now? We'll come back to this in a month. It's at $1.72. Raymond is saying that
Ray's longing Ray at $1.72.
Boom. Bingo was his name-o. I would take the opposite side of that trade. This is it's going to continue going down. They also commented, Radium's team commented yesterday that they had built like a pump swap like 6 months ago, but they decided not to like launch it or something like that. I saw.
No, they said that Pump.Fund didn't want it.
Pump.Fund didn't want it. Exactly.
Interesting. Before we go any further, we're going to talk about an exciting new partner we're kicking things off with. That is Blockbet. And boy, did the Bodoggos crush Blockbet yesterday, led by Easy. Easy, what'd you go, 6-0 yesterday on your block bets?
6-0, baby. March is my month.
6-0. I want to hear about Easy's bets in a second, but if you want to get started on Blockbet, blockbet.gg is the site. Use the code BODOGGOS to sign up for our tournament. It's case sensitive, capital B-O, capital D-O-G-G-O-S. Or you can use the link pinned in the Twitter and commented in the YouTube. All kinds of cool stuff, but basically we have a special Bodoggos tournament with up to $20,000 in block token rewards based on your volume spent. You get 1 point for each dollar bet on sportsbooks and 3 points for each dollar spent in the casino. Absolutely crushed it yesterday. I jumped into the Bodoggos voice chat, got yelled at by Clemente for pinging everyone to jump in for the alpha, and proceeded to hit 4 dingers. Underdog bets here. We had a nice little plus. Sorry, I'm looking at open bets here. Let's go.
And guys, by the way, we're predicting here. We're predicting. This is prediction markets, folks. We're not.
Yeah, as a computer science graduate, I implore you all to place for like parlays, for like predictions on March Madness. Yeah, we hit some nice ones yesterday. We hit McNeese plus 8.5. McNeese money line following Easy there. Took
wait, McNeese won.
Yeah, they went straight up.
Or were they 16 seed or 11?
They were 12, I believe.
12.
The 12 seed, 12 over
They
5.
beat Clemson.
Yeah.
Big upset.
Never had a doubt.
Nice bet. Where's McNeese from?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, they're from Louisiana. They're like
a
school in Louisiana.
They got that Cajun in them.
Yeah.
Louisiana. Easy. What are your winners for today? I need to put some bets in. Put some predictions.
Yeah, I have 4 plays. I only tweeted out 3. I added another one. I have Ole Miss money line. They're plus money over UNC. I have Florida Gators and Norfolk State over 152.5. We got Alabama team total under 94.5, and Mississippi State over Baylor. Money line.
Alabama team total.
Team total under 94.5.
All right, so 94.5 is a lot of points, but they are a 1 seed. I'm gonna go lower.
High scoring team, but I don't think they got it.
I'm going under 91.5 here. I'm gonna take a little better odds.
Just Stefano, this is blockbet.gg. Use code Bodagos. It is case sensitive. Capital B, capital D.
Slumped is asking why we're calling the predictions, where it was a joke, since Robinhood is like talking about prediction markets, but it's literally just gambling on their platform. But anyways, easy. Yeah, you crushed yesterday. It's also just wild to me. I went to go to my stretching place yesterday. I went to go get stretched out, and they had the March Madness thing on. They're a disaster. All of America like shuts down basically for the 2 days at March Madness, the first 2 days of March Madness, and they're all just watching it. They're like, yeah, we're just not going to work. And everyone in the office will just watch March Madness and not work for 2 days. It's pretty awesome.
Easy. Is Bullx still working on Pump Fun with the pump swap?
Yeah. Yep. Still works fine.
All right, one more shout out to Blockbet, our new partner. We're excited. We're going to drop the March Madness Alpha. Easy's going to continue to crush it, hopefully. And we're going to make a little bit of cash. Sign up, use code Bodagos, join the tournament. Capital B, capital D. I'm going to link the direct link directly in the Twitter comments. That's going to be coming. It's already pinned to the YouTube space. That being said, we've got a lot to talk about today. Kixie, you want to kick it off a little weather report here?
Yeah, sure, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, today's Friday, March 21st. The majors are down on the day with Bitcoin at 83,500, Ethereum's at 1950, Solana's at 125. Big news in the past 24 hours, Pump Fun launched Pump Swap, their new native DEX. Starting now, all Pump Fun tokens will graduate to this DEX with improvements including fast migration, instant migration, no migration fees, and creator revenue sharing. Next up, the Trump family continues to deepen their crypto ties as Japanese Bitcoin treasury company Metaplanet added Eric Trump to their board of advisors. Metaplanet stock is up over 2,000% over the past year after adopting a Bitcoin treasury strategy. I will improve my tone and be excited for the next story. Finally, it was a victorious day for Bitcoin and other proof-of-work tokens as the SEC confirmed solo and pool mining activities are not considered security transactions. When applied to the Howey test, it was found they do not rely on the work of others, but rather on their own computational contributions to the network. That is it for the weather report. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report, as always. Kicks, Clemente.
No, that was not excellent. Yo, first off, Kicks, you're better than this. I expected more energy from you. That was folks, that was a rare miss from Kicks. Rare miss from Kicks. I got to call it out. I expected that. You got to be locked in. You can't let the Radium trade shake you, Kicks. You got to get your head in the game.
It's all good. We corrected it. The producer corrected it mid story. We know Kix is always going to read and do whatever you put in the weather report. So we added a little note in there mid weather report to get the tone to shift, and I'm going to say it worked.
So Ray, Eric Trump. This is the only thing I wanted to say. What? So Metaplanet hired Eric Trump as their advisors. They added Eric Trump to their board of advisors. I have nothing against Eric Trump, but what value does he add? I'm shocked.
Make stock price go up.
I'm shocked that Eric Trump is seen as like a crypto expert when literally this guy 2 weeks ago was tweeting about how because we're tweeting things on the weekends, this is better for investors, and everyone that bought that time is down like 20%. And then a month ago, he tweeted it's a good time to buy ETH. It's down 30% since that tweet. What makes Eric Trump an expert? And the second thing is I'm kind of worried. I mean, the Trump family is just coming into crypto and just milking it. They're literally just milking this thing because it's unregulated, because this is the only thing they can be seen at as experts, because they literally have to do nothing other than they can just say, hey, we're close to the Trump. People want to get close to the Trump administration, and they see crypto as a way to do that in a largely unregulated way. It pisses me off a little bit, Ray, but I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Well, I mean, what they saw as a positive from Eric Trump is his business acumen, his love of the Bitcoin community, and global hospitality perspective that will be invaluable in accelerating Metaplanet's vision of becoming one of the world's leading Bitcoin treasury companies.
This is a joke.
You're just mad that you're not getting paid for this.
Yeah, broke ass motherfucker.
Like what?
Oh wow, my dad's rich and powerful, and so I got an advisory board job. Shocker.
Dude. I mean, I'm shocked. Like, I mean, this is just a joke to me. The whole Trump being seen as crypto expert. It's a joke. It's a joke. Go to this World Liberty Fi. The World Liberty Fi team is a whole. It's the entire Trump family, and like Trump is like a Web3 ambassador in this, or like, what are we doing?
What would you want instead? Would you want like MIT grads?
And by the way, the World Liberty, do you guys remember 2 years ago or a year and a half ago when World Liberty Fi was trying to do this pre-sale and everyone called them grifters? Everyone called the Trump family grifters, dumbasses. They literally sold what, like 15% of the raise that they wanted to do for this World Liberty Fi program. They had to close the pre-sale because it was such a disaster. And then now that Trump's president, everyone's, oh, I love World Liberty Fi. Oh, World Liberty Fi is buying my bags, even though they're down over $200 million on all of their buys.
Well, I think they ended up raising $500 million, right?
Yeah, they opened it up again.
Their dad became president. I'm sure that helped.
Up to like 700 million or something like that they raised. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Clemente knows all about raising that level of capital and what it takes. But I always appreciate his perspective on closing deals.
Yeah, I really want to hear
governments and large enterprises.
Nick, I really want to hear about his like next update when Jeff Bezos' wife gets on the board of advisory at a company and he's just shocked and disgusted. He's like, this could have gone to someone that deserved it.
I mean, you got to have some level of genuine shock, Clemente. Like if you're going to actually present that, you can't be like, oh my God, the price went up on eggs at the supermarket. I am shocked. Surprised.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You got to get surprised about something that actually is surprising.
Oh, okay. So this is just like obvious. Everyone's on the same page that this is complete bullshit that this is going on.
But Clemente, this kind of stuff happens all the time.
It's not bullshit. It's just the way that the world works.
It's the way that the world works. So Kalshi, right? Kalshi prediction markets. Guess who regulates prediction markets in the United States? The CFTC, right? Guess what Kalshi did? As soon as one of the governors of the CFTC retired, they hired him to their board. Why do you think they did that?
Why are we? What I don't understand. Why you're talking about Eric Trump as an advisor, and that's generating a story here. It's literally he signed some agreement to put his name down, and that's it. That's literally the whole thing.
Clemente hates the Trump family, Nick.
It's not
more
like
than
Eric
you.
Trump is like spending a bunch of time right now focused on this matter.
He's flying to Japan right now.
Clemente just spent more time exhausting any sort of emotional energy on this than Eric Trump will the entire existence of this business.
At least he's not smoking crack and doing stuff with hookers.
You should have seen him yesterday.
All right, we can move on. There's a non-story.
Wait. I would at least talk about Metaplanet here for a second, and just how absurd that their stock went from $300 or $210 1 year ago today to $4,730.
You know what?
On the back of this Bitcoin treasury strategy.
Ray, I'm gonna summon PO by saying this. This company is better than Master MSTR.
I mean, the return on it's better. At this point, would you rather?
If I were him, I'd be a little worried. He's like, "There's no replacement for Bitcoin." Well, maybe there is for Master.
$184 billion market cap.
Whoa! Holy shit! Are you serious?
That's what it says.
What's the market cap of Master?
I don't know what's going on here with this.
But what does this one have? They own
It's
Bitcoin?
Twice the size of Master, dude. It's twice the size of Michael Saylor.
What?
I mean, essentially,
Yeah,
they were
that billion is American dollars. I don't know if that 183 billion is yen or won or whatever they use over in Japan.
Yeah, it says JPY. It's 184 billion.
Oh,
JPY.
JPY.
That's not probably as much. That's probably not that much.
Probably
zero,
not
zero,
even bigger than
6,
like
Dude,
Okay,
the level
hold
of analysis
local
that's
plant
just
store.
taken place over the past 10 minutes on here, I'm kind of embarrassed about.
1.2 billion. 1.2 billion.
Okay, dude, they got room to grow. They catch up to the master. Did better
Bro,
trade than master.
Do you guys respect the audience at all with what just went on with Clemente here? I want to apologize to everybody that literally just were forced to listen to this absolute bullshit. Clemente's talking about a company worth $5 million and getting up in arms about the fact that Eric Trump is an advisor. He literally, like his assistant, signed the agreement for him. It's not even a fucking story.
Nick, this is why he's mad. I guarantee you, Clemente fucking longed off a Trump tweet, Eric Trump tweet, and lost money, and that's why he's mad. Guarantee it.
I think he's pumped that the Pengu token hasn't pumped a ton on this ETF news. He thought all the institutional buyers were going to come in.
Did you see Clemente dancing in celebration on the Pudgy Penguins floor going up, only for it to crash back down?
It crashed.
It did not.
I don't need any more bad news. I could already sold it for 60 grand in February.
Wait, so you don't own it?
No, I do fucking still own it. I could have sold it for 60 grand. Now it's worth 18.
You're Pudgy?
Yeah, and I want to sell it because I want cash. But
I'm going to be honest, there is literally nothing that they can do to make this price go up at this point in time.
Abstract could become a Bitcoin treasury strategic.
No, there's literally nothing that they can do. They've pulled all of the tricks. And at this point, you're basically just waiting on an NFT market run. That's the only thing that can make this happen.
Well, that's not happening, Nick.
I'm just saying they got an ETF.
It was an ETF application.
ETF. It's fine. It's fine. This is karma for me because I got silly. I told Easy to buy a punk. He bought a punk. He got down 40 grand on it. So then when I asked him if I should hold my penguin, he's like, "Yeah, hold your fucking penguin." You know, and he
down
fucking
40
got me.
grand.
More.
More.
I'm sorry.
There is.
Well, I'm sorry. Listen, I think we're down equal amounts. So like it's like PEMDAS or something. Like it's not a big deal anymore. We're both down like a couple brand new Honda Civics.
It's like PEMDAS.
Yeah, it's like PEMDAS.
Just PEMDAS.
It's like
I saw this video of
it's like the chicken and the egg problem.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like what came first?
I explained that to my kid the other day. Got pretty deep. My wife said that's how dinosaurs are created. I didn't think that was a good answer. Luca Nets, I saw a video of him at a conference and he said, "You guys just wait. You guys think we're done? We're not done yet. Check back in a year."
That was the conference that I was at that I absolutely butchered. Holy shit. I mean, I went in there just with no plan and just absolutely did not do well. I'm embarrassed by that performance.
Yes, it was something.
I mean, I apologize to the founder of the conference afterwards.
Didn't you had no slides, right?
No, I just stood up there and winged it.
But did you have like an idea like, "Hey, I'm going to go up here and talk about this"?
I started kind of
kicks. He walked off the stage 4 separate times and said, "Thanks for coming." 4 separate times in which they'd play outro music and he'd come back on the stage.
That's some sort of weird power play that I actually kind of like.
I mean, dude, no one in the audience gave a shit. So I just started like basically insulting them. It was like they were afraid to raise their hand. And it was like, "Yo, are you who here is because they want to make money launching a token?" And like 2 people were like, "I think me." What the fuck are y'all doing here?
Okay, wait, hold on. The best part is the intro because they played the welcome. Okay, hold on, sorry. They played the welcome to Nick's Ray, pull up my screen, please. Here we go. So they're like, "Welcome, Choose Rich Nick," while everyone was leaving, and Horrible start. Look at Nick's face. Even started.
Great lighting in this. Great lighting.
Close us out. Then this gentleman right now, trust me, you don't
Look
want
at everyone leaving.
We've got Nick O'Neill. We've got
leave right now,
Cheese
but
Rich.
I'm never talking to you again.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be careful if you guys leave it.
So I
I
love this.
call the guy out of the black coat.
So just to recap our company strategy, Nick's just fucking burning bridges with everybody in crypto. Just fuck everybody. Clemente is sights on the Trump family. I shouldn't have said that phrase. That was a bad phrase. Clemente has is pointing a target. No, okay, can't say that. Clemente's mad at the Trump family and attacking the Trump family. So that's our strategy. Nick's taking care of all the Web3 natives. Clemente's going to the top and just taking out the people that are bullish on him. I like it. This is good. It's good.
Luca didn't enjoy my reply either to his tweet.
Guess what? Trump's family that Clemente
I thought
hates
it was a funny joke.
is raising a $200 million Web3 content fund. Wonder where they would put money. Not us. Not after they play back Clemente talking shit.
We don't really have any problems. I'm going to be honest.
I lost 2K on Radium, Nick. Have a little fucking,
I sold mine
empathy.
Right after. What price did we sell that at when Pump Fund had a leaked version of their swap?
When it first came out, I think it was still like, I want to say $2 and change.
What are we at now?
$1.20,
$1.75.
$1.80. Okay.
No. We were up slightly higher than this. No,
yeah, we were when we exited. Yes.
Yeah. So when did it leak?
When I just said when Radium was like a little over $2.
Yeah, but then we didn't really save that much. $2 seems way more recent than I would have anticipated.
It was like no, because you have this pump here to 280 at the start of March. It's right on there, like 2.4 to 2.8. You say 70 cents.
What duration
is
it?
Like
what duration is this chart that we're looking at? Okay. That
we were around that area. You say that's not a big cut. That's like a 50% cut, Nick. It can always go down another 99%.
I thought it was more substantial.
No.
What do you have to bring to the table today, Nick?
We had a really bad exit, Nick. The whole trade collapsed.
Oh.
Ray,
I got some stuff. I got some juice, and then I'm gonna leave because I got to go to the airport. I'm going back to move out of my New York apartment. And I still don't technically have a place here. I mean, I'm staying here, but Bitcoin rejected, literally off my level. I mean, that's not great. Not great at all, honestly. That looks bad. I think Solana rejected off my level. People are going to say, oh, you have a level every $5. Shut up. Look, and that's at 2 levels it's getting rejected off of. I mean, that's not looking good. Let's take a look at ETH, which everyone was like, oh my God, it's pumping. This looks slightly better. We broke out above this. What was this level? 1931. We're probably going to drop beneath it. Ray's going to make some comment about my levels. Just make it, Ray. You're muted. That's what I thought. That's what
I love your levels. That makes a lot more sense why people weren't answering me earlier.
And then, I mean, dude, all I see on the timeline is fucking hopium, man. It's literally hopium.
What do you want? Death to destruction? Despair?
No, I'd like the price to go up, but I don't know. What are we like? We said we'd looked at the S&P. We said this bad boy's pulling back. Look at the level. Rejected. And we said we're 50%.
Oh, look at that MACD curl on the butt.
It hasn't flipped.
Yeah.
I think you're about to get a rejection down, at least down to here. Maybe we see this sort of thing. I'd love a night. Well, that was an awful drawing. I can't do this. A little something like that. People like that. And then boom. Boom. This is where we start.
But that doesn't
bouncing.
line up with the Easy's buy in May and go away.
Okay.
You think buy in October and
Sorry, we did expect it to resolve somewhere around here. So let me just adjust that. We did our deep analysis, which we looked into our crystal ball. Okay.
just absolute destruction? Okay, cool.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
I'm sure. Right
Whoa, whoa.
There we go.
There we go.
Does that look better?
That looks better. Buy in October, hope it's not over. I like that half basic.
Well, this would give the that pump that we're hoping for. Dude, I like pinched my neck last night sleeping. Holy shit. I mean, the level of pain is insane.
Yeah, I've been getting. I'm having a little shoulder clicking, and my wrist is hurting. So I Googled to see if I had Lyme disease because I was just worried. But I think I'm just getting old. Tough.
Speaking of macro and speaking of trading the markets, easy. Can you pull up our DYDX account? I'm really curious to see what's going on there.
You just spoke over Clemente as well. What were you going to say, Clemente?
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay.
Nothing?
No, because everything I say is just, obvious. It's obvious. So, anyways, easy. DYDX, let's rock and roll, baby.
Up 7x. That's
Wow.
cool.
You
guys should be proud of yourself for that. Mostly easy, but whoever else contributed. Yeah, mostly easy. Someone else probably deposited it.
Is how little I've been trading. Like, instead of just trying to gamble, I've been catching like good moves. Granted, like this one was late. I didn't stop it, let it play out, cut. This one worked out, fell asleep, didn't work out, slept on it some more, played out.
So what were the plays?
Dare I say Easy's actually like a good trader?
What were the plays?
It's basically just been continuous ETH shorts. So like sells, close. It's like basically just over and over ETH shorts, over and over and over. Every time ETH pumps, I short the shit out of it.
I think you may want to add a little short here, like Bitcoin down to 80K, Solana down to 117.
So
don't
to 80K. The reason
Nick, have you helped him make money yet?
What just happened there?
Have you helped him make money yet?
Yeah, well, I helped him. I helped him make, and I helped him lose money by us just degenning on one show away literally 50% of the portfolio.
I watched that show the other day.
Nick sent me a screenshot of its clear rejection, like Bitcoin's clear rejection. And that's actually what made me open up an ETH short before I went to bed. He texted me a sweet good night at like 9:30 and said, rejected clearly off my line. And I went,
okay,
oh, damn.
Cool. Respect on Nick's name then.
I don't know.
This chart looks like Nick's.
Look at it.
This is my concern for shorting. My chart's my concern for shorting.
I'll pull yours up in a sec, but we just have a lot of gaps and a lot more on the upside than the downside.
Exactly.
Yeah, like the
I'm feeling bullish here.
Gaps.
Well, you're talking about S&P gaps?
It all trades in parallel. Like if we open up the CME futures for Bitcoin, it has the same gaps.
Gaps don't need to instantly fill.
No, it'll take time. But this is the bigger thing I'm interested in. We just made a new low on ETH, which is why I like to short ETH.
I like the short position here.
I do too. We have new lows on all three. Yeah, we're going short.
Let's go.
You're going short ETH?
Pair it with a long Bitcoin.
I only leverage trade ETH.
25x?
I literally only leverage trade ETH because it pumps significantly less when the market pumps and sells off significantly harder when it sells.
So one thing I will say, just to counter this real quick, I'm not trying to throw shade on this thing, but just being I'm a little careful here. This box that I have, which is this range, it does have some sort of level at the top of this box.
All right, we're up $12 closing it.
Good trade.
And the thing that ETH specifically, Bitcoin looks bad. Solana looks bad. ETH has this weird level right here that I'm like, it has to break below. If you see a break below this on ETH, I love it down to like 8, like literally you're going to get some sort of completion down here towards 1816 from a break below 1929. That's a nice short there. You could get like a 5-10% down wick.
Yep, we're short.
If it goes lower, you might hit one of those 30 lines below it too.
All right, we're down $100.
No, I said wait till you get the break below.
No, but listen, I'm premature.
Little
So
premium
here's-
Jackie. Pull up my my screen.
Here's what you got. It's coming down towards this. It's trying to those wicks. See it's. Oh, it did this level. It did rock this. Man, I've had this line drawn for like 2 years.
Dude, you're like fucking Dave Portnoy, dog.
I don't even know what that means. So the question is, do we get resist support here, or do
Support.
we?
Pull up my chart.
What level are you looking at here for the key level?
1931, somewhere around there.
Pull up my chart.
All right, I'm gonna pull up Kix's chart here.
This is why I'd be cautious on the short.
What is this?
We got the fucking bottom of the big booty bands right here. Pings off the bottom. That bottom's rocketing up. Okay. We also have a big bleed out on the weekly. I could very easily see that starting to work off the bottom, revert to the mean reversion, big thing in trading. Jim Cramer taught me that, up to 94.
We still could see another day of pain, though. Easy's not keeping this short open longer than 20.
No, yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying on the weekly.
Right.
Yeah, 3-4 weeks.
I'm gonna hold this short for a week.
I'm just saying maybe I had 10x leverage long Bitcoin, hold it for a couple of weeks.
That's a lot of effort.
Well, the weekly on ETH is still green. Wow, that chart is disgusting. My apologies for all those lines on ETH. Something was going on there. I think I was trading the hourly is what happened.
I mean, ETH, like Bitcoin chart looks real clean off the bottom. I mean, ETH's still at the bottom of its range, so ETH could have a rally up to 3,000. I'll definitely sell that time if that happens.
No chance.
Yeah, so I did start this range. The
No
range
chance,
goes
dude.
all the way back to January 2021.
Look, and dude, fucking Solana on the weekly at the fucking very bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Huge bleed out. Solana probably goes to 198.
198.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to agree with Kix on a weekly time frame. I think we are going to see this positive price action in the next month, maybe.
I don't think so. I mean, we got people doing buy now, pay later on DoorDash. So I don't really know if we're going to see $198 Solana.
I think we're just going to get the recession news in. We're going to see potential rate cuts in May, or signaling towards rate cuts in May. And I think that's going to be the end of the pain. And then tailwinds are going to kick in.
We're getting fucked on this short.
I'm short now, and I don't want to be short for long, essentially.
I'm adding to it.
Yeah, it's like picking up a penny in front of a fucking Mack truck, dude. Let the Mack truck go by, pick up the dollar bills. I would go long here. I mean, it could be terrible. It could just absolutely puke further, but
all right, I'll short ETH and long Bitcoin.
Yeah, you're at the bottom of these ranges. Yeah.
All right, Kix, how about this?
Look, even right here, even when we were dying in 2022, look, it goes, it fucking starts to hit the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Yeah, it does bleed out a little bit. But then see, it gets back to the blue line. Right? Then it bleeds out. Bleeds. Easy longs here, becomes rich. Beautiful consolidation. I don't know why I didn't gig along here. That's just, look at that. That right there. From February 2023 to October 2023, what the fuck were you doing with your life?
Blast.
That's a compression right there. Kadoosh. All the way up.
So the question is, are we on the tail end and we're going to see further bleed out after a brief recovery, or are we just out of the cycle?
That's the $1 million question. But I've been hearing around people getting really excited about these things called RWAs. You heard about
them? RWAs.
Yeah.
Nick, your mics are not working.
How do you take advantage of RWAs?
You just call it a raw?
Raw. You can put the W before the A.
Raw.
What are we talking about?
Raw.
Raw.
Yes, exactly. RWAs.
Try Clemente. Raw.
I mean, dude, holy shit. What are we talking about right now? Nick?
Real world assets, dude. Have you seen the pumps on real world assets?
So here's the deal.
We're so done on crypto that we're like, we're just going to buy physical things now, but we're going to buy them on the blockchain.
Yeah, I agree with Clemente. I got to go because I got to get ready for this flight to New York.
Safe travel on your
Okay. But I mean, like, we need a little work here. I agree with Clemente, but Clemente, you were, when I came here, just to be clear, getting worked up over Eric Trump being an advisor to some random fucking company.
Okay, what else would you get worked up
in Japan?
What else would you get worked up about right now, Nick? What's relevant for you right now that's like, oh, this is interesting news? Like,
so the pump fund DEX is one of the things that's interesting. The other thing that I'm honestly paying attention to, which I think this whole, which is where the more exciting shit is AI. It's not with this fucking
dude. Cursor's fucking sick.
Crypto bullshit, dude. What are you gonna build with crypto right now? Just put your money in it and then shut the fuck up. You know, like that's. I don't mean that about anybody here. I'm just saying, like, there's really nothing. Like, my news story every day is like, the market went up, the market went down, the market went up, the market went down, the market went down, the market went down, the market went up.
Sounds like you got to improve those news stories. Hot shot.
I just want to trade Metaverse land.
Is it too hard to ask?
Yeah, it is. So
anyways, hold on. Last thing I'll say. Meanwhile, on PO tweets, 5 years ago, in May 2020, Bitcoin cost $8K. If you haven't 10x your net worth since then, you've underperformed Bitcoin.
I responded and told him I have.
You said somebody respond 1 year ago. Metaplanet was at. If you were in anything but Metaplanet, including MicroStrategies or Bitcoin, you haven't outperformed Metaplanet.
If you bought a CryptoPunk when it was 99 cents, you'd be rich. If you bought Berkshire Hathaway when I was considering just buying one share just for the hell of it, you would have more than
if you were born
Bitcoin.
in 1990 and graduated high school in 2008 and got a job at Uber and received Uber shares when they IPO'd, you'd be worth $1 million.
Let me just show a chart real quick. This is the last thing I'm going to do here.
If you put 100K in NVIDIA on October 7th, 2022, you'd have $1 million.
Hold on one second. Let me just show this chart.
If you smoked crack when you were 21 years old, your life would have probably imploded.
These lines, man, they hurt my fucking eyes.
That's not what I was showing, okay? This is what I'm showing you. Real quick. If you bought this 5 years ago, it didn't work out. But if you bought it, let's go to...
If my aunt had a wiener, she'd be my uncle.
That's one of my favorite jokes, dude. I say it in golf all the time when you're like, man, if I just hit that differently. Nick, yeah. So basically what you're saying, Nick, is if you bought Berkshire Hathaway in 1980, you would have made more money than if you bought Bitcoin in 2010. Wow. Thank you. Hell of a fucking analysis.
If you bought Berkshire Hathaway in 2016,
okay,
at $211,000, you now have $788,000. Put that through your noggin.
3 or 4x.
Put that through your noggin.
Classic 3x.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Thank you for that hard hitting.
Sorry, dude. We got to be close to the bottom. If Nick's talking about Berkshire Hathaways, like the most boring stock of all time. Old fucking dude. I love the dude. He likes eating McDonald's. I think that's cool. You drink soda, doesn't really drink much alcohol, old as fuck, still alive, rich as hell. I think that's fucking awesome. But I mean, what are we talking about here? I want to trade some metaverse land.
All right, let's talk about something a little more interesting. BNB season we talked about yesterday. Easy, you bridged over to BNB this morning. Looking over
I'm
at
down like $600.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
BNB season.
Are you the top?
It's
Are you
been
the
it,
top?
dude.
Yeah, like we
Probably.
talked about it yesterday with the DEX volume. 11 of the top
Probably.
12 tokens on DEX Screener in terms of volume are all on BNB today.
That's the real reason Solana is down. I mean, look up Bub, dude. If you bought Bub 24 hours ago, you're up 10x.
Somebody sent me a Telegram link of someone calling that at 5K.
Yeah,
5K.
dude. And look at the website, dude. I mean, it's fucking sick, dude. It's all just like kind of pencil scratch and says, hey, my name's Bub. I'm bubbing around BNB. $30 million market cap, dude.
Yeah, leading volume on the day. I'm pulling up some charts here on the BNB side. This is top 6-hour volume, and there's nothing but BNB tokens in the top 12 now. And then there's a Polygon token, and then you have your first Solana token, which
and it's
is
called Doge is retarded. Like, no wonder everyone's on BNB.
Well, I bought that at 56K.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, dude. I don't know, man. Chinese people like to gamble. What's the thesis here?
So what's the best way to trade
one.
these? All right, see you there.
I want to go back to NFTs, honestly.
Yeah, I think everyone does. Easy. How are you trading this? You using like a DEX, using Pancake Swap? What are you doing?
Banana gun, probably.
Bull-X, okay. So old
The
Bull-X.
old one though, not Neo.
Legacy, bullx.io.
It's just bullx.io.
I thought they deprecated that. They undeprecated it.
Dude, Ray, Easy is not the expert in this. The last 2 times he's gotten into BNB, he's gotten rinsed.
Absolutely fried.
Right. So I'm saying, like, this might be the top. We talked about this yesterday. We looked at the volumes. Like I still have the DEX volume up. Pancake.
I'll break even right now.
24 hours is absolutely smashing it. More than Uniswap and Radium combined, essentially.
I'm just confused because it was like a month ago or 3 weeks ago. CZ was like, "Oh, what's a meme coin? That's fun. I got a dog. His name's Broccoli. Let's do it." And that's really what worked.
So like there were a couple like mini seasons before that where like 1 or 2 tokens would pump, and now like you're just seeing like ecosystem wide pumping. They're doing vote to list on Binance. Only BNB tokens are getting listed in this vote to list program. Cool. There's incentives for tokens. They're like basically adding liquidity to the top tokens by volume. So like Binance is like basically adding liquidity to these tokens. So eventually buying people's bags based on like volume. So like they've been like introducing like incremental.
What are they doing? What's their deep plan here?
I mean, take over meme coins.
I guess then they can just sell
all that volume from Solana. Yeah. Like
didn't they sell everything but BNB? And now they're using the cash to pump BNB.
Essentially by putting it into BNB ecosystem.
Yeah, because BNB is up 9% on 7-day. Bigger than Solana.
I talked about Form as being a play if this cools down, which is the Form meme Launchpad on BNB. It's essentially like the pump fund of BNB. This one's sitting at 1 billion FDV, 684 million market cap. So 70%.
Oh, like the four joke.
Yeah, 4.
And
so
it's
this is
like,
hit all-time highs the other day. So like if this drops back down again, this one becomes interesting to me.
And that's a DEX.
It's the Launchpad. It's like the pump fund.
They got their own fucking pump fund, dude. It's already worth $1 billion. Pull the all on the chart. Hit the all. I just want to feel some pain. Hit the all. Okay, I don't feel bad.
Yeah, so this pumped like there was like minor BNB seasons, and so like we had one in February. Like this huge run up here was like this might have been before CZ's dog, and this might have been CZ's dog, or like one or the other. Yeah.
How do we get? I want to know about Form when it's at 39 cents. How do we start doing that, guys?
I mean, we properly talk about it. I mean, we could have gotten it. I think I should have brought it up at $1. Like I just didn't think about it when I was looking at 4.meme for the broccoli tokens. when that was launched. Like that should have been like an opportunity for, was that a
2x
dollar? Yeah, almost a 2x at that point. But like honestly, like your brain when going to a new ecosystem that is getting over amounts of attention, or like a new emerging ecosystem, should always be like DEX and swap and like Launchpad, and then see what has tokens. Easy. How rinsed are you right now?
On what?
He just looks at it, press, the hat went down, did something rug.
No, I'm up on BNB now.
Oh, let's go.
I'm up by 0.05 BNB, which is roughly like $1 bajillion, because I don't understand how these coins. A BNB is $600.
Yeah, it's over 2 Solana.
Yeah, it's way more than 2 Solana.
Yeah, I was looking
like
at
6 Solana.
I bridged over 3 BNB a couple like during the last season, and I didn't trade anything. And I looked at it and I was like, damn, 3 BNB is like it's almost $2,000.
Yeah. What? So like I'm sitting here like buying half a BNB of stuff, and I'm like, wait, that's like 3 Sol.
Which is low for you, to be honest.
Yeah, it's still low. Like I don't know. I'm somehow up. I bought some stupid fucking thing today that I don't know. I'm up 0.25 BNB on this and down 0.25 BNB on this other thing. So I think I'm break even at the moment.
I've been looking at the
kind of wild. Like BNB's like massively outperforms like ETH, and it looks completely like manufactured though. If you look at like from January until today, just like pegged to $600. CZ's doing some fucking financial wizardry on that shit for sure.
Oh, I think that but
it's outperformed.
Amount of that baked in. Like I feel like that just baked into everyone's take is like, hey, they're doing something here, like, but like, can they capture market share? So like, I'm looking at 7-day % gains, like winners on CoinMarketCap 4, which we just talked about. Pancake Swap, the cake token, up 67%. That would have been another good one. We also see TON. Did you see the TON news yesterday?
No, TON coin.
Yeah, raised $400 million from VC investors on the Telegram. So these are like, I mean, I feel like I'm not touching TON like with like a 10-foot pole, but I feel like I said that before with like BNB. So like, I'm curious if there's going to be some sort of like TON season again, because we did see a little bit of that with that hamster tap game, and we saw like people like saying like, oh, look at all these users, etc. for Telegram stuff. There are founders out of France now and back into Dubai. Telegram could be a sleeper. I mean, they're already, TON's already number 13 by market cap, which is pretty absurd.
Wild. Yeah.
At 8.7 billion, but I could see something like that kind of moving its way up.
Better than my Radium trade, that's for sure.
It feels like a normie trade too. It's like, oh, Telegram, I know what it is. Why is it below all these things like Chainlink or Tron or Doge? Why is Telegram?
Maybe you have another Telegram game season. Also, I think they launched like NFT tradable sticker packs, I want to say.
Yeah, I've seen some of those
that people were having fun with. Let's go over to Clemente. I want to hear like what his top of on the next 7 days. What's the number one thing I should have on my radar?
I'm not touching any of the TON or BNB stuff.
I'm asking you what you're interested in.
Well, it's a 200K shit coin that I don't want to, that I'm over invested in, that I don't really want to shill to the audience.
The LeBron James.
Dude, I'm so deep in the rabbit hole of it. It's really bad.
What's the story?
Like, if this thing dips to 100K, I'm gonna put $1,000 into it. Their Twitter account, it goes hard. Yeah. But
what is it?
Have you not heard the songs recently for the LeBron James fan songs? Oh, Mr. LeBron, the man on the net, or
it's him like dunking
about the man on the Lakers, LeBron.
What's the ticker?
The ticker just LeBron.
That's a good ticker.
So 200K market cap. So it's basically just like in honor of these, and there's like a Twitter account attached to it. That's good, you're saying?
Yeah, but they're not actually, they're just posting content from TikTok. Like everyone, basically there's a LeBron fan base that's just going, that posts these every single day, and they've been going viral recently. So it's betting whether or not those will continue. And it's just,
you've been all over this chart.
I know. I sold. I shouldn't have sold that last half soul I had at like 15K because then it pumped back up to 400. Yeah, I just love LeBron.
Dude, you're the only wallet I track that's on this token. You're all over.
I caught this.
It's great. Okay, interesting. This wasn't on my radar before. Maybe I'll take a peek.
Just watch one video. Watch one video. Watch the top one. The top one.
This one?
Yeah, with audio. Yeah, here we go. LeBron James.
Are you just sitting at home, like singing this to yourself and beeping into this Memecoin every 15 minutes? That's like...
If you guys could see my reels right now, half of them are LeBron songs. So I can't help but buy and hold this meme coin. I don't think any of you guys should buy this necessarily. Like, I'm not showing it. This is just what I've been consumed by the last like 3 days.
Oh man, this made me see gold, the gold token that I got $44 worth of after putting in $2,600 into their alpha vault. So essentially, DeFi Dungeons, who we work with, they put together an alpha vault launch on Meteora. This thing was targeting a $3 million fundraise for this, and $130 million worth of liquidity came into it. Basically priced my tokens out. So I got basically pulled everything back. Like I got my like entire USDC investment back, and then got $40 worth of token, holding up at 22 million ahead of their NFT launch and game launch coming up. Interesting to see this is sitting at 22 million though for a GameFi token on Solana. So this gives me a lot of faith in what could happen here. Easy. Did you get a price out of this as well?
No, I didn't even put money in when I saw it at 140 mil.
Yeah, I'm done. See, the play would have been like I should have known. The play would have been to buy that initial dip as opposed to putting money into the vault. That would have been the play. So I don't know how much of the gold is public right now, Uncle ETH. I can share the screen on the tokenomics for gold from DeFi Dungeons Twitter page. I'm pulling it up right now. But basically, it's going to play an integral role in their upcoming game, DeFi Dungeons. It's a very cool looking game. Gives me vibes of like DeFi Kingdoms from back in the day on Solana. So here's the DeFi Dungeons information on the gold vault, and then the gold overview on the right hand side. Here's where it has more information on tokenomics and utility. So it will have utilities such as unlocking abilities for your heroes, summoning new heroes. So if you remember DeFi Kingdoms, there was breeding. You can purchase dungeon keys. You can increase your power by increasing your stats. There's an auction house where you can trade with other players in gold, and there's going to be more. And you can get gold also through in-game quests, dungeons, and raids. And then the tokenomics here, 12.5 circulating at launch, 77.5% in-game rewards. So the bulk of tokens are going to be coming from in-game rewards. So earning these tokens, you're going to have like, you need to get them by running quests, dungeons, raids with your heroes, and then you'll be improving those heroes to do these more efficiently. So, like that's basically what we know so far, looking at the tokenomics. But it's interesting. I love these kind of like idle play RPGs. So love seeing one on Solana, and pretty excited to participate personally. And we're having a lot of fun working with them. Great team over there. They're behind the Heist. And what was the other project they did, Easy?
Remnants.
So they've been around for a while. And I think it was very telling. Like we were on a call before their TGE yesterday, and the founder was just like calm, collected. I was like, "Oh, how you feeling ahead of this?" She's like, "Oh, we've done this plenty of times now. Like we're ready. We have everything in place. Everything ran pretty smoothly. There was like a small delay on Meteora side withdrawing USDC, but that just resolved itself in an hour or two. So smooth launch. Expecting more smooth things. Game looks cool. We're excited to jump in and cover this. And Clemente and Easy are going to do a little competition here that we're going to be excited to announce next week as well. That being said,
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Clemente sat us on this whole call, bored about what we're talking about. I asked him for one thing, and that's his one thing that's consuming him.
It's unreal.
Dude, look at this tan line on my hand.
What the hell?
That's a
golf club. Yeah,
Yeah,
golf club.
it's a golf glove.
Nah,
So that's 10 or 10. I got crazy hit. Like, my shit look crazy. I look like Michael Jackson.
The reason I brought up that gold originally is I wanted to discuss Solana and sideline liquidity. That's 130 mil that just popped out of the woodwork on Solana to ape into a random game token. Is there like is there Solana liquidity just waiting for something profitable to ape into? Like, what's going on right now on the Solana side? Easy. Like, I'm curious as to what you're taking is seeing like just all the sideline capital.
I got nothing for you today, man. I've got literally nothing for you. I don't know what else to tell you at this point. I got nothing for you, man. We're short ETH. We're almost back to break even. This Binance stuff's not going well.
All right, we're doing NCAA betting then.
I'm all in. Let's go.
Give me a money line from the noon games.
Oh, the
Alabama.
games,
So
you gotta take
I'm not taking that one. Mississippi Baylor.
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
Yeah. Free money.
Minus 133 money line. Quick bet. No, I don't want a quick bet.
That one's free money. Free money.
Free money. Blockbet. Love working with them. If you're betting on Blockbet, go to missions. Go to missions. Sign up for the missions because these you need to sign up for these before betting, before your wagers go through, and basically you get little bonuses, cash bonuses. So if you bet like X amount on sports, you bet X amount on March Madness, etc. There's different daily missions, and if you sign up for these, you get a little better odds overall because you're going to be getting cash back on some of the different bets you place. Like we said before, running a tournament. Bodoggos is the code. Capital B, lowercase o, capital D, OGGOS when you sign up at blockbet.gg. Up to 20K in prizes in block token. You can see more details in the Discord. You can sign up via the link on the pinned tweet. You can see the link in the comments of YouTube as well. Get you signed up directly there.
Before you go, can we play the outro, the Texas Roadhouse theme song?
Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, we can. Actually, also, there's one thing I want to do today. I'm going to spin the wheel.
Dude. I heard it yesterday, and I was like, damn.
I'm going to spin the wheel today. Daily free wheel spin. Stake and get. I don't know what that means. Stake $20 on Phoenix dual reels and get 5 free spins. Okay. All right, so what am I doing? Texas Roadhouse. That's the outro. Can we play that on YouTube, you think, without getting a...
I mean, I know what you can play on YouTube.
LeBron.
Power. It's not love.
It's all I can't get rid of them. Texas Roadhouse theme song coming in. We'll play. Wow. It's 5 minutes long. Is this right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. I'm so cooked.
Right?
Dude, what is this?
Nope.
All right. Thank you all for listening on another excellent day, excellent week. We'll be back next week, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Catch us on all major podcasting platforms. Catch us on YouTube. Watch us back. See what we're talking about. Look at our graphs, charts in real time. Thanks again for listening. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next week.